Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. I'm peekaboo. I'm YouTube famous now. I'm the most interesting man. People always tell me I look like that guy. That, and then today at the pool, I got that I have a dad bod. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, that somebody told me I have a dad bod. They're like, you have a dad bod? I was like, what does that mean even? I'm YouTube famous now. Oh, by the way, pictures of the pool will follow on my Instagram. YouTube famous of the world. Beast. Everybody that's like tries to follow along with my intro, they're like, what is going on today? Anyway, available in 87, the year my cousin graduated from high school. The album, Dad, F. I stopped the world and melt with you. Did you guys remember that song back in the day? Anyway, you spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, right around. I love that song. I'm pulling out all the oldies from the 80s today. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I have had the most fantastic day today. So this week, every year, my husband and I typically go to Las Vegas, Nevada. Our anniversary is this upcoming week. We'll have been married 8 years and have been together 12 years. We actually usually do like a couples Q&A while we're on vacation. But obviously, since we're not going to Las Vegas because it's just not safe to travel right now, and people are telling us in Las Vegas, don't come, there's nothing open, it's not a lot of fun. So we will be here in Indianapolis, but we are going to have a little bit of a romantical staycation. I was thinking about maybe doing a couples Q&A since we usually always do that on the anniversary, and my husband really enjoys doing that. So check out Instagram, check out Twitter. I'll probably be putting some questions up or some, posing for you guys. Pose. Vote. I'll probably be putting up on Instagram and Twitter like where you guys can ask some questions of us if you want to. My husband and I have been also meaning to make a video for a long time talking about like what it's like to be with somebody that's not in recovery and what it's like for somebody that's not in recovery to be with somebody that is in recovery, because that is one of the questions that we actually get asked a lot. So anyway, today I have two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about Tana Mongeau coming out and saying that she still hasn't put her video out, which we already know, and she takes full accountability for the fact that she hasn't taken her video out and why she hasn't put her video out. And we'll talk about that in just a second. And I also want to talk about Jeffree Star's launch. Jeffree! Why haven't you invited me to your castle in the sky, Jeffree? I'm so upset over it that I have to have a limoncello. Anyway, okay. Let's talk about Jeffree Star first. So today was the release of his Orgy palette, the most beautiful palette in the entire world. And I'm kind of surprised, in all honesty. It has not sold out. I went to Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I think it's been up now for about 4 hours. I went and I looked at it here. I'll refresh it right now to see which things had sold out. I went to the Orgy collection. Anyway, my glasses that I got from Caddis, they're called Porgy and Bess, like, Porgy Backstage. But anyway, like the play. So I just call them the Porgy collection. Okay, but anyway, the eyeshadow palette is $62, is not sold out. The eyeshadow palette bundle, $78, is not sold out. The eyeshadow palette, $28. The mini eyeshadow palette, $28, is not sold out. The mirrors, the Nude Leaf Soft Touch Hand Mirror, $30, not sold out. The Nude Liquid Lipstick Vault, $160, not sold out, which that surprises me because that's limited edition. And I really thought the Jeffree Star fans would go crazy and have to have these things. The Chocolate Soft Touch Hand Mirror, which I had said that it was black in a previous video, but it's actually brown. Okay, so brown versus black. You do what you want, okay? Now we've had mirrors in every single color, so you have 15 mirrors in every single color. Okay, it's $25. You can still get it. It's not sold out. And then the glosses, I don't see that any of the glosses are sold out. And, okay, the Iridescent Light Nude Mirror, it's not sold out. The Luminous Setting Powder, not sold out. I don't see anything sold out. The bathing suits, $45, are not sold out. The Liquid Lip Orgy Makeup Display 2-pack where you can show them, $25, not sold out. The crossbody bag, $45, not sold out. The swim shorts, $45, not sold out. The hoodies, not sold out. The pullovers, none of the pullovers are sold out. So nothing is sold out yet, and it's been up for several hours, which is very, very strange because when Jeffree Star ever has a release, it usually sells out that quickly, okay? Now listen, for all of you that come over here and say, you seem awfully excited that Jeffree Star didn't sell out. I have no stake in the game whatsoever, okay? I would have been just as happy for him if he sold out as if he didn't sell out, okay? It's very surprising to me, though, I will say this, that Jeffree Star didn't sell out. I have to believe, with everything going on in the world right now, number one, the fact that people aren't spending a lot of money on products because of, you know, not being able to work, and a lot of people are on unemployment because of COVID and things like that, and people just don't have as much expendable money right now, that Jeffree Star probably didn't order as many units as he usually does, number one. Number two, okay, he is not stupid. He knows that he has had a lot of criticism in the last couple of months. He has lost a lot of stands, a lot of fans that typically buy his products, so I have to believe that he would have gotten a smaller order than he usually does. The fact that Jeffree Star also kind of always like is very excited about, we sold out in 2 minutes, right? Which I always say is like very, very interesting to me, and I'll say this, you know, for anybody out there, but it's very interesting to me, like, you never know how much somebody orders, right? By the way, while we're speaking about this, Manny, you said that the lip glosses were coming back out, the Lunar Beauty lip glosses were going to be restocked the middle of August. It's the middle of August, and the finest, best lip gloss in the entire world, I can't even hardly pull any product out of here anymore, it's so empty. Hello, come on, it's nothing, there's nothing. The Lunar Beauty lip gloss is hands down, and I use a lot of lip products, you guys. It's a lip thing. If anybody can put it in the comment section below who said that, I will love you. But anyway, you know, it's like, when is this coming back? I love it. It should be in stock, Manny. It's the best lip gloss in the entire world. But you know, like, I have to, like, you never know how many units people buy of these things, right? But does it surprise anybody? This is the thing. I think what it shows, honestly, is that people don't have a lot of money right now to spend, number one. But what people were actually in my DMs, because, you know, I spent the entire day by the pool. I had the most amazing day today. So I got up in the middle of the night to go vlog because I fell asleep early last night. And then Dunkin' Donuts was open, so I rolled through Dunkin' Donuts, and I got an apple spice donut, small hash brown, or they only have one size hash brown, and a water, and I sat in the parking lot, and I ate it, and I was like, listening to my audiobook, I was like, this is like, like, do you ever have those moments where you just feel so calm and like perfection comes over you? You know what I mean? And I felt that way, and then I came home and I took the dogs out, and then we went back to bed for a couple hours, and I got up and I did a review of the Star drink on my review channel, Peter Review stuff listed below, and also I have candles you can buy listed below. And then I went up to the pool and I hung out and talked to my neighbor and her friend the whole day. It was so fun. I had such a perfect day, and now I'm back here and I'm getting to talk to all of you. So anyway, yeah, I'm surprised, but I do think that one of the things that it shows is that Jeffree Star's audience, who is quick to accept his apologies and just be like, we love Jeffree, blah, 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 blah. I think a majority of them are very young, and they don't have money to spend on these kind of products right now. I mean, when you look through it, people are like, yes, his products are like the really great products. Okay, you're talking about makeup products. $45 for a bathing suit. Like, I don't spend $45 on a bathing suit very, very often, okay? I really don't, you know? Like, I'm not that's considered merch, okay? Like, I mean, even like a Ralph Lauren bathing suit, 50% off is probably 30 bucks, right? So you're talking about a Jeffree Star bathing suit that's $45. Like, that's a lot of money for a lot of people unless you're a huge fan, right? You know, and some of the things on here are expensive and some of the things are not expensive on here. But by and large, I mean, no matter the quality of the products, that lip vault thing is $160. You're asking somebody to put almost $200 into your pocket when people don't really have that kind of money right now. So no, I'm not super surprised when it comes to that, but I thought he would probably order a lot smaller amount, and I thought his stands would just like, you know, people were like in my comment sections and they were saying, I'm really excited about this, I want this, I have to have it. Now, y'all know that there was quite a few of you out there too that said, I will never buy his stuff again. So I guess my question to you is, how much do you think all of this stuff from the past, his lack of addressing it, I mean like fully addressing it, right? Not in just this little video that he put out on the golden couch, okay? And that he thought everybody was gonna buy that lonely doll apology, okay? say, Jeffree, we ain't buying it. This is not about the makeup launch. This is about him not taking accountability for all these things that have come out, right? And just being like, okay, we're moving on. How much do you think that has affected his launch? Do you think it will affect his business in the future? Because so many people have said to me, this will not affect his business. Well, Jeffree Star always sells out that quick, okay? If his past and his lack of taking accountability for it is now affecting his business, because there's a lot of products people could say, well, they're not interested in an all nude matte eyeshadow palette. Okay, that's fair. But he has a lot of other products on there that usually sell out too. I mean, his whole collection usually sells out that quickly, right? With maybe the exception of one or two things. Do you think it's all this stuff that has come to light that he still hasn't specifically addressed? Because if that's the case, then what that's going to say is that he is going to have to address that stuff sooner or later, right? Do you think that's what it is? Or do you think it's people just don't have money right now? Or do you think that he's lost a lot of fans, because of all this stuff that's going on and all this, tie-in with Shane Dawson? Like, what do you think it is? Put it in the comment section below. I'd be very, very interested to hear what you have to say. Okay, the next thing is very, very important, and it's that I got something from Etsy in the mail, and so I want to open it with you all right. Oh my God! I can't imagine what it is. I'm so excited. Okay, receipts, Whitney. What could it possibly be? It's not from Adam and Eve, but I do have a code, Peter. This is not sponsored, but that's coming up probably very soon. Okay, is it a present? What could it possibly be? Not another true crime cup, do you think? Oh my Lord, could it possibly be another true crime cup? Okay, so I got this one. And it's clear, and then it has this shiny thing around it. You see that's iridescent, and it says True Crime and Coffee on it. I love it so much. So anyway, I told you I bought the cups out. Okay, now let's get into Tana Mongeau. Okay, Tana Mongeau. Listen, I was trying, like in my car today, I was like driving around, and I was like thinking about making this video, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to give Tana the benefit of the doubt. The problem is, I have given Tana Mongeau the benefit of the doubt for quite some time, okay? She's not 16 anymore. And the reality is, as a person in recovery, by the way, since I talked about him in videos with Jeffree Star, I want to say this. Oscar Wilde, who I've talked about that, friends with Jeffree Star, I want to say that he just is celebrating 3 years clean and sober today. I think that is absolutely amazing. Oscar, congratulations. I'm very, very happy of you happy for you. I'm very very happy for you, okay? And that is so cool. And thank you for role modeling sobriety. And, he's got tons and tons of followers, you guys, that maybe he is also, by telling this story, he's very vocal about his recovery on Twitter and other things. So I hope that maybe he is like touching the lives of somebody else and inspiring them to get sober as well. So Oscar, congratulations. That's amazing. But what I was going to say about Tana Mongeau is, she's not 16 anymore. And as a person in recovery, I know a lot of people, because I was like, okay, Tana Mongeau grew up in Las Vegas. She's talked a lot about her parents. She didn't have like the most structured environment growing up. Although she just told in this other video that she was a church leader for 3 years. So she obviously had some structure if she was a church leader. I don't know what kind of church that was that she was going to, or what kind of leadership skills she had to do that. And it's very interesting because you don't know how much is the truth and how much is not from the past of what Tana Mongeau says. But she basically looks like she raised herself a lot and all this kind of stuff. She's talked somewhat about that, And so you go, okay, we give her the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe like she's just had it tough and she grew up on YouTube and all this kind of stuff, right? But the reality is this, okay, as a person in recovery, I know hundreds of people that had it 10 times, if not 100 times worse than Tana Mongeau growing up, and they don't act a fool like she does. And I'm going to call it acting a fool because that's what she does, okay? She acts out. She takes no responsibility for her behaviors whatsoever. It is not good enough for me for her to get up in an Instagram story. You're a YouTuber, okay? Get on YouTube and make the video. I don't know why this is so hard for influencers, okay? This is the deal. They screw up, and then they want to get in an Instagram story or a tweet, okay, or a written apology, and that's how they want to address it. They don't want to put it in a YouTube video because the majority of the people that follow them follow their YouTube channel, right? Many of those people don't have Twitter, don't have Instagram, and don't follow them on those things. So it's only reaching a certain point, which is why drama and drama commentary channels are important, because we cover those things that a lot of people out there don't know are happening, right? So to somebody that's following Tana Mongeau on YouTube but doesn't follow her other stuff, they have no idea. They have no idea about these allegations that have come out. by Colin Berry and Simply Nessa. They have no idea that Tana Mongeau is not addressing these things because they're not seeing it on there or whatever. So Tana Mongeau came out and she made this, I don't even know what this is. Here, you guys watch it. I will put it up for you right now. This was from Instagram yesterday.
What's up, guys? I just want to come on here and tell you I'm sorry for being so inactive in so many ways. When it comes to the YouTube video, I promise that is still coming. I just want to say there's no excuse for that, and I take full accountability for how long it has taken, and I know that. But I hired a full-time live-in therapist and life coach, and that's kind of what I've been doing off camera. I'll be telling you guys more about that and documenting it and showing it. But things are coming, and I love you.
So anyway, okay, so this is Tana Mongeau saying that there's no excuse for why she hasn't made this video. No, there isn't an excuse, okay? And if there's no excuse, then do it, right? And how she hired a life coach, and she's hired a live-in life coach and a live-in therapist. Can you even imagine being that person in that house? Which I think that's fantastic, okay? Like, I think that is great if that is true. And we see that she's growing from that. I think that choice in Tana Mongeau's life is fantastic. I think anybody that watches my videos knows that I highly support therapy. I have grown a lot from it, okay? And I think that that's how we grow. We learn about ourselves and things like that. I don't know really why, unless she's going through something major in her life, why she would need to have 24/7 counseling and life coaching, why she couldn't just get in a car and go to somebody. I don't know really what that's about. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why you would... The only cases where I have ever heard of somebody actually having like a live-in person with them or like a live-in life coach, therapist or whatever is when somebody is going through like major issues and they need somebody with them 24/7, like an accountability person that's going to watch them all the time. But here's the issue, okay, is that right after she said that, then she did this whole like dedication to her friends for his friend's birthday, and then she showed like her hanging out with FaZe Banks, I don't know who it was, with these guys in her house, and then she was taking a picture of herself going to bed. So it was like, okay, well, who did you like, I'm so confused by the whole thing, okay? But she still hasn't made the video. She said the videos are coming, whatever. I don't understand this, okay? Like, we would not let anybody else get away with this. Like, this is baffling to me. It really is, okay? It's absolutely baffling to me. We would not let anybody else get away with this if something had come out like this. Now, you have to realize, okay? Colin Berry made allegations saying that not just Tana, but Tana's manager, okay, Jordan too, who has not spoken about this. This is very problematic, okay? That Jordan, he also is the manager for other YouTubers, and he hasn't spoken about this at all, okay, or taken any responsibility for this. So we have somebody out there that's, I don't know, but like, so Colin Berry is saying that Tana and Jordan supposedly had microaggressions towards him and displayed racist behavior. Simply Nessa said the exact same thing, okay? Tana came out and said, yes, I owe Colin an apology. I don't think she said anything about Simply Nessa yet. She said, I owe Colin an apology. I will be making it up to him. She said this to Keemstar, right? To me, right there is checking off, yes, that actually did happen. So those things that Colin is insinuating that happened, those allegations, yes, that is true. And I owe him an apology, because what would she owe him an apology for if there was no truth to it, right? So Tana Mongeau is saying, yes, I did have microaggressions towards Colin Berry. Yes, I was racist towards him. I need to make an apology video about it. It has literally been almost 2 months now. She has done nothing. Her Twitter name is Black Lives Matter. She has a picture on her Instagram of Breonna Taylor, and I'm like, and yet you cannot address this. Like, the hypocrisy of this is blinding, okay? And people let her get away with this. I really am completely baffled, And other YouTubers, she doesn't have a problem being in other YouTubers' videos. She was in that Greg and Cameron's, of which they took that video down, I think because they were getting so much backlash, but then I saw that they were, like, I don't know, I saw that other people's videos, I didn't even go look in it, because to be honest with you, until her video comes out, I'm so bored of this, of her wanting to continue to come out and be like, oh, you guys, I'm so sorry, the videos come. No, just sit down on a couch and talk about that, okay? I'm very confused about this. As a person that has had therapy and it's all that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure how much therapy it takes to own racism. I don't understand that, okay? Or to, like, how much counseling or life coaching or therapy or whatever you're doing is going to help you understand your white privilege. I'm confused by that, right? Like, that's sitting on a camera and just saying, hey, listen, like, I need to talk to Colin directly about this, right? I'm confused. Like, why does that, like, the two don't go together with me. If Tana hired a life coach and a therapist to help her grow up and come into her own and look at her issues and realize who she is, and, you know, I'm all about that. I say that on here all the time, that I have had to, in my life, take a look at who I was, who I am now, and who I want to be going forward. Those are things that a counselor or a life coach can help you with. And I have had that assistance in my life from counselors, okay? But what I don't understand is, that's not something like that. You already said you owe him an apology, make it, okay? But I did want to read this one tweet because, let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second if I can find it. I don't think I can. Okay, so Angelica Oles, this is probably one of the like coffee spitting out tweets I've ever read in my life. So she tweeted out about Tana Mongeau not posting a video, and she said, Tana Mongeau's Wi-Fi is the worst I've seen in a while. Hasn't her video been uploading for like 2 weeks now? Wonder how much she's paying for it because she's getting ripped off. You know, I mean, it is this ridiculous joke at this point, right? That like Tana Mongeau can't take any accountability for this. And it's a problem. Like, this is a really big problem. Because Tana Mongeau has a platform where she is leading the younger generation. And what she's teaching the younger generation is just put people off. Just say, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, right? You know, like, it's such an issue to me, you know, and it's like, I don't know, like, girl, your audience is like 18 and younger, right? Like, they're looking up to you. Do better, you know? I'm a believer that when you know better, you do better. So for you acknowledging that you knew what you did towards Colin Berry wasn't right and that you owe him an apology, what does that take to script a video to sit down like that? My battery died right while I was getting into it. But, you know, here's the thing, okay? Is like, I don't understand what this scripted long video that's taking so long to put together is, right? Like, okay, so you acknowledge that you did something wrong, okay? You acknowledge that this is deep-seated in you because microaggressions mean that it comes from a deeper place, right? Okay, you acknowledge that. So what is it that do you think Colin Berry and Simply Nessa and people that you've offended out there require a history lesson on how you got there? Or do you think they need you to sit down in a video, not a 20-minute video, not an hour-minute video, not an hour video, okay, like that TanaCon mess that was literally taking no responsibility except for I'll do better next time, and it's been 2 years and you still haven't, okay? I mean, you're still basically, to me, the same person you were 2 years ago. And I was rooting for you, okay? And I'm not joking about this. This isn't a Tyra Sanchez moment. Like, we were all rooting for you. No, I really was rooting for you, Tana, okay? And I'll tell you why I was rooting for you. Because you're the cheerleader of the youth. And as such, I would hope that you would know that there's something that goes along with it. And I hate when people say to me, you know, they don't, like, just because she's that person doesn't mean that she has to role model good behavior, doesn't it? Shouldn't we expect that from people in life, you know? And that when you know better, you do better? Like, shouldn't we hope that for people, you know? I don't know, Tana, but I think maybe you need to call up Colin Berry and ask him what he wants in a video. Maybe ask him the people that you've offended. Do you need an hour video of me explaining my history lesson and therapy and you documenting your whole process of this? Or do they want you simply to sit on a video and own who you are? Like, maybe that is what they are asking of you. And to show how you're going to grow going forward. It's really not that deep. Like, I'm like everybody else. You know, there's everybody on YouTube or on Twitter is saying this. I don't really understand why this is so difficult. I really do. And I don't understand why we allow this with Tana Mongeau, but we wouldn't allow this with anybody else, you know? And it's okay, and she gets away with it. Why? Because, oh, that's Tana. Well, when will it not be just that's Tana, and that we're going to continue to put money in her pocket and continue to allow her to have the lifestyle that she has when so many hundreds of thousands of millions of people out there are struggling on a daily basis and aren't as problematic as Tana Mongeau? Like, this is the issue to me, right? Like, we are building up false idols of people that are not good role models to begin with, right? Like, maybe we need to start, and I'm not telling you not to watch Tana Mongeau. Watch her all day long, okay? Buy her merch, put money in her pocket, do what you need to do, okay? But maybe we need to start finding some people that are really fantastic role models to our youth, you know? So that we can have some hope for our next generation. Hey, y'all know I'm the old man of YouTube anyway, okay? So maybe we need to find some, you know, 18-year-old, 20-year-old younger YouTubers that really can be that. And we need to be boosting them up, and for the next generation saying, you know, you don't have to follow somebody problematic. You don't have to follow somebody like Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau and all these people out there that really don't care about you or themselves to better their lives. Maybe we need to start building up the people out there that really do care about the people around them, not just get into a tweet and say, I love you so much, thank you for buying my phone cases, okay? Maybe people that really do care so much about their generation that they are willing to be accountable and role models to their generation so that they can lead the masses towards positivity, love, and kindness. I don't understand it, right? That you have that much power and you choose to just lead it this way. It's so sad to me, you know? It really, really is. You know, if Tana Mongeau was sitting in front of me and she would say, Peter, if you could do anything with my career, what would you do? And I'd say, Tana, I would take you and you have literally the finger of the pulse of your generation and younger, okay? Think about that. Think about what you're putting out there. Like, you would still have the following that you have, okay? And if you can't do that because you being so problematic is standing in the way of you being a successful role model to your generation, like if your partying is who you are and you're being messy is who you are and you having microaggressions and having racist behaviors towards other people is part of who you are, then let's take a look at that. Then yes, that therapist and that life coach should be sitting there helping you, okay, explain to you, but that doesn't require all of that to sit in a video and apologize to somebody and take accountability. But yes, all of those things, those can come in the way from you being the best possible role model that you can be, okay? But here's the danger in this. When you say, I'm doing all of these things and I'm documenting it and I'm going to show you, once you do that, people's expectations are going to shoot through the roof. So when you show them that I know better, well, you're going to have to do better from there going on, or people are going to hold it against you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about all this. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.